Well, hey everybody, it's Dr. Carmen Bryant, and this is Car Chronicles. You guys ready? Let's do it. Let's talk about projection. A lot of you guys know, dealing with a narcissist, they're always projecting. I want you to see yourself as the projector screen, because that's what you are. You are the projector screen, and they are the projector. Where is the information coming from? Now, back in the day, I used to work at a movie theater, and so I don't know about these newer movie theaters because they don't use the projectors anymore. I don't think they use the projector itself, but the movie used to come on a reel, and so they put the reel on the projector and then they hit play, and then it goes through a system of, I don't know how it works, but it projects on the screen. So all this light up here at the top, and then it projects down on the screen. Well, the movie is not actually on this coming from the screen, is actually coming from the projector. That's where all the information is from. And so when you have a narcissist that is projecting on you because you are the screen, the information that's being projected on that screen is coming from the source, which the source is the narcissist. Let's look at the definition of projection. And this is from the word hippo. An opinion or a conclusion formed on the basis of incomplete information. Assumption, belief, guess, opinion, theory, guesstimate. Sneaky suspicion, rough calculation, stab in the dark, perhaps, rough idea. All this to say, what are you talking about? Many of you are walking around with words, opinions, guesstimate, estimations, just pure nonsense, and you're incubating somebody else's thoughts. And you have taken these thoughts and claim them as your own. So you're walking around thinking that you are a certain way because someone told you that you are a certain way based off of the way that they feel or they think about themselves. Give you an example. A person that is a thief, and that is a thief in his heart, her heart, just a thief, gonna steal. If your wig is not on your head, they're gonna steal the wig off your head. You can sit somewhere and you all of a sudden you're sitting there with a wig cap on, don't know what happened to your wig. It's the thief that was sitting next to you. A thief is a thief and thinks like a thief. They're always thinking of opportunities on how to steal. Now let's say that very same thief happens to misplace something themselves. Well, because of the fact that they're a thief, they assume, now let's say we're talking about the narcissist, but because they're a thief and they're always thinking of a way to steal something, they think that everybody thinks the exact same way. So if something is misplaced and you happen to be there because they're stealing from you, whether it's your money, whatever it is that they're taking from you, automatically it's not a matter of let me look at myself, see if I've misplaced it. Automatically the assumption is that you steal too. So you stole this. And then they'll gaslight you into making you believe that you may not have realized you took it, but you probably took it, and you took it by accident, because these are the justifications that they have. So if you listen to a narcissist long enough, they'll even give you the justifications as to why they're doing what they're doing, which is an excuse. But then they'll use that to gaslight you, to try to get you. They'll justify, well, you probably didn't do it on accident. You probably did this. And you start believing that. You start thinking, well, maybe I did. I don't know. Maybe I did. No, they're projecting their thoughts onto you. Or give you another example. I remember when my oldest daughter was young, and she's got hazel or green eyes, whatever her little eye color is, but she's had those eye colors ever since she was a baby. She was born with it, so she doesn't know anything different. And I remember, how mean girls are mean girls when they're in school. And I remember they used to pick on her a lot. You think you all that because you got green eyes. You think you all that because you got pretty hair. You think you all that because you got pretty green eyes, or they just picked on her for what she had. And she would come home crying. And I would tell her, I said, first of all, how do you put a compliment with an insult? How do you say you think you all that because you got pretty eyes? Okay, how do you put pretty in the same sentence with an insult? Number two, you think you cute because you got pretty hair. Were you thinking that before they said it? She said, no, ma'am. And I said, she was probably about 9. And I said, well, up until the time they told you think you all that because you got green eyes, were you thinking that? No, ma'am. I said, was that even on your mind? No, ma'am. And I said, because of the fact that was not your thought. Somebody else was thinking it, and they're letting you know how they feel. They're complimenting you and insulting you at the same time, letting you know that they're jealous of you. But you weren't thinking it, so they projected the way that they felt on you. So now you're walking around thinking to yourself, well, maybe I did display that behavior, or maybe I need to look at myself, because maybe I am trying to, be more than what I really am. Maybe I need to dress down some. Maybe I don't need to, and most of you guys like to dress nice, and she like to dress nice and do her little hair up like the girls used to do. But now all of a sudden she's having to change her appearance to downplay what they're saying to her, which has nothing to do with how she was thinking. And that's a lot of what happens when you are with a narcissist. They say things to you, and the things that they say to you, you can see exactly where they're jealous. You think you all that because you got a little education. You think you all that because you completed high school. You think you all that because you got a job. Bro, I got a job because of the fact that I need to eat, and you're not helping, and you're taking the money. So I have no choice but to work and work some more. Won't you get yourself up and work? Sisters, y'all need to be saying that. Brothers, for some of y'all who don't believe in a woman not working, and for each his own. If you believe that your woman should be working, or that man should be working, so be it. There are some people that don't believe in that, but that's you. That's on you. Razzle dazzle, you do you. But they're going to project how they feel on the inside, and they'll project it on you to make it seem like you're the one that thinks that way and not them. And a lot of you incubate these thoughts, and you walk around struggling, thinking, I'm too ugly to do this. I'm not smart enough to do this. I can never leave this person because this is what they've done for me. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have, or I wouldn't. And then some of you guys are caught up in materialistic things. And when I say that, I don't mean necessities, because you do need a place to stay. You do need food to eat. You do need some clothes on your back. There is some needs that you have. There's a difference between needs and wants. You may want a Lamborghini, but you may not be able to afford one. You may want a big mansion, but you may not be able to afford one. So be satisfied where you are. You have an apartment, and be blessed. You have a roof over your head. But with these narcissists, sometimes when you have these narcissists that have some money, they'll use that money to bait you, or they'll use that money and then they'll tell you things like you don't have to work. Well, the thing about it is not the fact that you don't have to work. It's the fact that they're trying to put you in a position to isolate you so that you can't leave. Especially if a narcissist has been with someone that figured out on how to leave and separate themselves from them, then the next supply they get with, they'll lock it down to make it more complicated, harder to leave. It's not that you can't. They make it harder. They tie up your finances. They tie up this. But if you listen to what they're saying, they're telling you exactly what is on their mind. How can a confused, deranged, chaotic mind bring any peace and understanding? How is this person in so much turmoil on the inside and you think that they're okay? Well, they're just going through something. No, they're taking that turmoil and that chaos and that inner conflict and everything that's going on the inside of their head, and they project it on other people. They'll tell you about how other people are and what they're doing and how they're doing, and they're always after me and they hate me. And remember, that's a part of narcissism too. Everybody hates me because I know I'm gifted. I know I'm beautiful. I'm not ugly or nothing like that. I'm not, I ain't trying to be prideful or vain or anything like that. But I am. But everybody jealous over you. Everybody. And there are some people that look better than you, but everybody is jealous over you. But this is the narcissist. Even turn around and says, and this is how a lot of people see me. Even you. I can't believe that you would be jealous over me. They're telling you exactly what's on their mind. They're jealous over you because you have qualities that they want. It's almost like they want to get into your skin and be you. And they figure out that I can't get in your skin and be you and be like you and copy and mimic you, so I'm going to tear you down. And one of the best ways to tear you down is to give you my attributes. But the only way that I can give you my attribute is if I project those attributes on the screen. And you are that screen. You can't listen, some of you guys are coming out of it and you are stressed. I don't know if I can think for myself. Is this right? How am I supposed to start all over? He was my everything. She was my everything. If they were your everything, that they have become your God. That's what has happened. But, I don't know if I can make it. Where you getting that from? I'm not that attractive. Who told you that? I don't know if I'll ever be able to make it out of this and do something good for myself. I would love to do this and have my own car and buy my own house. Who told you you couldn't? They have told you. They have projected themselves onto you, and you have taken it, and you have taken it as your own personal thoughts, as if you were thinking that. No, you weren't. That's called projection.